Hello guys, welcome to Sam. My name is Sam, and I'm gonna be covering something very close to home, very close to my heart. I did talk about it on TikTok. I did a small video just trying to talk about how important it is for a person to determine or to at least try by all means to think that they know it themselves because it has an impact that it does into your life. It makes you do things that are crazy. You end up doing things that you are not you. Let's try to impress a lot of people. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about being you. Do you know yourself? It's really important. I'm gonna cover more. I have a lot of ways that I can cover in this content, but I'm gonna take on this one first, which I feel like it has to be the foundation, the breakdown of what I talk about when I'm saying be yourself. I'm not gonna be one of those gurus trying to say you something, trying to tell you anything. What I'm only interested in is trying to give you value to at least for a human being in this world to start to see his value in this world. That's what I've been trying to do for the past 2 months now on TikTok, and that's what I'm now gonna try to do now on YouTube as well to continue. But now these are gonna be some series that I'll be doing to cover a lot of things. Now, be yourself. I believe from now on you've already watched the clip that I put on TikTok first, but this is very important. Firstly, a lot of people, the first thing that I see people doing in this world, people are being managed by the corporation, by the world, by the technology. Let me make that clear. People do some crazy stuff so that they can get a few likes on social media. Am I lying? This is something that has been happening countless times. How many of you right now went on TikTok just to learn to do the dance? You'll be busy going dance and doing whatever you're doing, just trying to get people to like you. How many people say they go through to that for you page, see somebody dancing and say that, oh, he has about 4 million views. If I do this, I can be popular. And you start a channel of dancing and you find yourself trapped because you have put yourself in something that you don't have passion over, but because other people were doing it who are actually talented into that, who are actually good, the killer, the great, or all over all the people that dance and you do this thing and you find yourself in that trap and you ask yourself question, am I really in the right position? Because now 5, 6, 7 years later, or maybe just 5, 6, 7 months later or weeks, you find that this is not you. This is not you. You try now by all means to change that content. Now people, the followers you've been following, are no longer coming in to watch your stuff, and you find yourself trapped wondering, what am I even doing in this world? It's important that you as a human being will identify who you are so that you don't find yourself in this situation where you're asking yourself, am I really doing the right thing? And it's really important. So before you want to do anything, before you do anything in your life, look at yourself. Am I not doing this because these people are doing it? It's the it thing in technology. Or am I not doing this because people are wearing this clothes? Am I wearing this small clothes just try to satisfy people because they're doing it? It is the it thing for them at the moment. Or am I? You have to ask yourself these questions because technology has an influence that nobody in this world really knows. It is affecting the Lord in this world. And now, because we are in this situation, we wonder, are we doing the right thing? Are we in the because it's really important that we set a road that actually builds you, not to break you. In everything that you're going to do in your life, no matter whatever you're doing, whatever you are doing, whatever you're doing, you will have to create a road that inspires God in you, that builds you know yourself to be, not other people think that you are, because you tried to act the character which you're not. Yeah, which leads me to the next point. Are you doing something to satisfy your peers? Let me tell you this crazy story. I'm gonna go deep into it when I'm covering it in my life. There was once a time when I was around 13 years old and I was really young. I found myself doing this thing. There was a guy who was older than me who was called by my name, even though I'm calling my name Sam here, but my name is Simba. So he was called by the name Simba. So he was an older guy, an older gentleman in my hood and stuff like that. So what happened with this guy was this. He started this platform. He bought a football, a soccer ball. So if you know me, if you have ever watched the Football Connect, you know that I am a person who loves football. I used to play football and I love to do football each and every single time. So what this guy did was this. He told us to try by all means to raise some funds to run the football game or this tournament, this cup. He said that because you guys want to be members, want to be players who are going to play in my team, I want you guys to find money every week to sponsor ourselves so that we can go play games and make this club a bigger club. There was nothing wrong with that idea. But guess what? I was 13 years old. And if you're in Africa, especially if you're in Zimbabwe, you know this thing. You are never given money easily, and if you ask it's because of how things are like economically, you find that the parents will tell you that I don't have money, I cannot give you this thing. And what? So this guy had an idea, he had planned everything, he had rewritten everything, and he had everything under the script. He told me this, he was like this to me. He said, I want you to steal in your grandfather's tuck shop. My grandfather was selling me at a tuck shop. He said, I want you to steal in your grandfather's tuck shop. Then I was like, no, I'll never do this again. This is really crazy. I don't steal, I don't want to do these things. That's not me. And the guy was like, if you want to be part of the team, you gotta do this because there's no way we're getting this money. And the money he was asking for, I don't even remember how much it was now. It was big. I did it the first time, did it the second time, the third time I was caught. And if you are from Africa, you know this again. Parents will whip your ass if you'll be busy stealing things. I was beaten by a lot of my uncle, his firstborn son, and my own father. 3 people beat me for the one trouble, which also makes sense because I'd stolen 3 times and all of them were covered by each and everyone sweeping. And from that time, I told myself, I made this an oath in myself, I will never do something that makes me lose myself, my being, to satisfy people I don't even know about. That was the decision I made about my life, that I'll never do this again. It worked for me. I stopped going this store after I was beaten. I decided to stop these things and then decided to turn away from all these things, trying to fit in, trying always to steal money so that I continue into a group of players who are really, rather than to develop the talent that I thought I had or that I know that I had, they were busy trying to suck things out of me. That is the interesting thing that I want you people to get. Who did you display yourself to the peers? Who did you tell yourself to your peers? Because peer pressure is something that is good and something that can affect you in everything that you do. Why am I saying this? It's really important you know who you are, so that whenever people are trying to push you to do things that you are, you will never do it no matter what. You don't silence yourself trying to make people happy, trying always to make people, trying always to fit in something that is not even meant to be. I became a thief at that age. I don't think it was even 18, it was the age of 8 years old. I became a thief at the age of 8 years old, so that I can fit into a football team that I want to play. What are you doing to make sure that your peers are happy? You are doing these things, you are going to parties that you are never part of those, you are doing these things that you are never part of. And I'm just coming to you and I'm just begging you, look at yourself in the mirror. You have lost the identity that makes you. You are losing yourself. Be yourself. That's the question that I'm saying. Be yourself. Do you even know who you are? Or you are now covered in this dark cloud trying to satisfy people you have never met, who don't even matter in your life, who if we count 10 years from now, you will never know their names. Who are you losing yourself to? Who is speaking in your life? Who are those peers who are speaking to you? Who are those friends you play along every time that are making you not to listen to your own mothers, your own parents, so that you try to fit in? Who are you listening to? Because it's important, because you are losing your identity. You no longer know who you are because you're trying to make other people happy. It's important you learn that. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, be yourself. Don't try to fit in other people's crazy schemes, because that doesn't define you, that doesn't make you. So go look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself this question: who am I? because it's important. That will tell you where you're going. Secondly, society. Now the society love to create the story of this big guy who has come, this young kid who has come in and done this to the society, who has always been good learner, they will struggle always to do these things, but also it destroys one's character. You are all in somehow trying to create a mirror image of yourself to the people, to the world, so that they see you as a different person and that they see you as a grounded person. And because of that, you don't even remember the last time you actually did things for you, because you are busy trying to satisfy the world who don't even owe you anything. You're busy trying to fit into the world that doesn't even know that you benefit anything from doing whatever you're saying to you. Who are you? That's the question I'm asking you. Know yourself. Big brother. There are some people who does this. Some people who actually created this to satisfy a lot of people, peers, teachers, and people. It's okay. It's okay. That's who you are. But who are you that you lose yourself and lose your character so that you are busy trying to satisfy somebody you don't even know? So be careful. The society can also throw you away. Lastly, parents. Now I'm going there. I'm talking about parents. Now, this is something that people don't know. Parents are the biggest blessing we were ever given as children. Why do I say that? Because they brought you in the world. For starters, that is important. Secondly, they have given you everything you know important. But have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? That you are doing things, you are going to do degrees that you are doing, which you don't like personally, but you're doing it because mommy and daddy said so. Now this is huge because a lot of people are going to come back and try to even. I went to school, I did architecture. What I wanted to do was IT, but I did architecture. I don't get the course though, but it was never my preferred course. You understand? I'm here right now speaking to you of life, trying to motivate you on what I'm doing right now. This is something that I was interested in. I wanted to understand how to build the computer, to do whatever, to create things, to create, be a content creator, you can say it like that. I did architecture. Now I get some architecture gigs there and then, not because I cannot get the job, but because I don't have that much passion in that thing. I'm not going there to look for the job. You see what I'm saying there? The parents want the best for you. I get that it's really important that the parents want the best for all of us. But it's important that in that situation, you don't lose yourself to satisfy them. Because this life is yours. Don't dig and create a hell for yourself. You're going to regret for the rest of your life because you did something to satisfy another person. It's really important because this life is yours. If you're going to marry this person because marrying them feeling like this is the person you should marry, you are dead. The rest of your life you're living with somebody you don't even have anything in common, but you are blessed to do so. I'm speaking to African children because there are a lot of people who find themselves in those traps. Be careful. Find yourself. Humble yourself. Put yourself and try to sit down, listen to your own voice. What is you interested? What are you interested in, and what makes you happy? I'll talk about how you can identify who you are on another video. But on this one, I just wanted to make sure that you guys don't do something you're gonna regret at the end of the day. How you don't let the things that are there around us, the people who are speaking in our life, make us lose ourselves, because it's really important that we don't lose ourselves, but at the same time we create a better version of us, because that's all that life is all about. You, because God put you in this world and He wants you to be a better version of yourself, and He knows who you can be, who you're good at, what you're good at, but you find yourself lost because you're busy trying to satisfy your peers, trying to satisfy the whole community, so that this is the greatest golden child you have created, trying to satisfy your parents because you want to do whatever they say because they know best, and you are trying to do this because you want to get likes on social media. All of those things are going to destroy you. Find yourself, find your purpose, because if you find you, the world becomes the best thing you have ever lived in. This is my first video, not really my first. There are a lot of videos on the same channel, but there will be more. I hope you guys are ready to learn, and I'm ready to give, because like I'm saying, I love creating content. That's why I created the football community. I love football. Like I said already in this, I'm creating content that call myself because I found who I am, what I love, and it's to sit in front of the camera, make a lot of noise, and hear what people say about it in the comment section. So let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this, and what you think I might have missed, so that I can go back to your comments and try by all means to help as much as I can. Here I'm trying to build a community of people who are not looking for gurus who are gonna tell them what to do in their life. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm just trying to give you tips to assess yourself, to look at yourself in the mirror and say that, have I been myself? Because I hated that you have to live 40 years of your life. After living 40 years, you discover that, man, I've been living a fake life. Because that, for me, I feel like you would have wasted the last 40 years of your life doing things that are never meant to be you. Trying to create you here. I'm not trying to create the world. I'm trying to create you, because if we find a better you in you, we find a better world. And that's what I'm interested in, to see a lot of people happy. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Click same if you find this content valuable to you. Click the like button and subscribe to Sam. Let me know in the comment section what you think, what I said wrong and what I can say, so that I try to create this content better. But at the same time, I'm doing what I love, and I'm not gonna stop. As you see me right now starting this, it's because this is what I love. I'm gonna continue doing it, and I'm gonna continue hearing what your thoughts are into it. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Sam is signing out. See you on the next video. I'm out.